Okay, welcome to the Crow Discovery Project. I want to cover a couple things in this clip. I apologize for missing the podcast launch date that I promised for February. I have had endless trouble with the sign up for membership, but I am very close. At this point, it looks like I'm about a week away. I will be running a clip shortly that shows the website and the functionality behind it. Anyhow, this is an important clip, I think, because people are beginning to challenge the construct, and in this case, the moon. A user contacted me to show me an animation he'd made that shows how you can light the moon in a real model without the sun. So that's what this is going to be about. And as this goes on, what I'm going to do is read the description. There's a bit of a language barrier, but the gentleman actually speaks pretty darn good English. So I'm sorry that you're going to be seeing images while I talk and trying to figure things out, but I think it's critically important to get the information he wrote down about why he did this and what it is we're seeing. So, I'm sorry, I'm reading through this and trying to correct the English as I go, and you will notice on the image of the moon, the name of the channel is right there, System Protest, but I will link you because it is almost impossible to do a search and find it. So the reason he did this, in his own words: when the moon is half illuminated, you can see the moon in the sky in the daytime. Then sometimes you can see stars through the illuminated side. This means that it must be transparent. This is relying on information that we are still trying to confirm in the modern age, but these reports have been made. 2, a lot of people believe that the moon is not illuminated by the sun, so the moon must have its own light source if this is correct. If the moon has its own light source, it must be from inside the moon. The components that were included in this animation are 2 cams for a side and top view, 1 camera for a hollow sphere with a moon texture, which is partially transparent, and then a spotlight inside the moon. All right, in the creator of this animation's own words, how does the animation work? The sphere in the texture is transparent and translucent. Translucency is very important. You can look up the word if you're interested. The light source inside of the sphere has these qualities. The position is exactly in the middle of the sphere. The light cone has nearly a 180-degree sweep, so it illuminates nearly 50% of the sphere. What would be proved with this animation? The moon phases look exactly the same as you see in reality. The moon has the same spherical fall-offs, light and shadows, that you see in reality. 3, the moon would be illuminated from inside and not from the outside by the sun. And 4, the moon would be transparent, so you'd be able to see stars through it, which would correspond with reports that we have had in the past. So there are the words of the animator, and I think this is critically important, not because we can look at this and say, wow, this is true. We cannot do that. What this animation demonstrates is that an individual challenging what we have been told and watching the work that I and others have done said, is there a way that we could show the lighting effects on the moon without the sun playing a role? And in fact, what he's done here is exactly that. That is why this is critically important. And I can't stress enough, the creator of this animation, the System Protest channel, is not claiming this is reality. What he's doing is saying, is there another way that we could create what we see that doesn't require the sun to do it? And so, as you can see by this animation, that's exactly what he's done. And to me, it's critically important. So I'm going to let this run out for a minute. And bear in mind, if you try to search this channel from the Western world, YouTube and all its infinite genius will not return a hit. So I will link to the channel down in the description of this video so you can find the gentleman if you like. There is a language barrier on most of the work he's done, but he does speak very good English, actually. I'm not sure if he speaks Scandinavian or what that is as a first language, but from that part of the world, I believe. All right, to jump back over, I had announced that the podcast was going to launch in February. I'm going to miss that by just a few days. I am very, very close, and the membership part of the website is what's been hanging me up. I'm almost certain that we're roughly 7 days away from a launch. I already have my first show recorded, so that will be coming soon, and I will be posting that here on YouTube for everyone. Additionally, I have a interview with Spain today, which will be running. I have an interview with Cult of Saturn, which will be running here shortly, and then I will be making a video which runs through my podcast website to show everybody the site, its functionality, and the differences between what just a user and what members will see when they log in. But anyhow, jump in and click on the link and go over to System Protest and give this guy some kudos, man. Doing work like this is not easy. Animations like this, it takes some doing. It takes some effort. And again, what he has demonstrated here is it is possible to replicate what we see in the night sky without using sun as an illumination source. So there it is. There will be more videos coming over the next couple days, and I am a mere handful of days, I believe, from launching the podcast. So there it is. Cheers.